What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Shooky from Shook Earth Media. Check it out. I got my Life is Strange hoodie. Yes, sir. I just wanted to make a brief little video because of something that I realized based on this clip here. So we got this clip, and it's a after the play scene comparison. When we looked at the comparison for my last video about this, we had a different clip pulled up that had a different dialogue choice. So I wasn't able to notice this. But now we have this clip here, and you will see that there is a different dialogue take used in the new remastered collection. They are changing the dialogue in the game, and from what we've seen so far, it's not changes for the worse. I'm just like wondering why they did it. Did they really bring the actress back in to do this, or is it like unused takes from the original sessions, or what's going on here? But let's just check it out. So this is, where do you want to go?
Why don't you show me LA?
These aren't exactly synced up, but it's all good.
60 degrees every night. You and me on the Santa Monica Pier.
So this is the same.
On food truck food, smoking up, looking at the moon shining on the waves.
This next line here.
And a beautiful blonde man will sit next to us and smile at you.
So it changes from, and this cute guy in horn-rimmed glasses will pass by and see you and slow down, to this line here.
Next to us and smile. Blonde man, beautiful blonde man will sit next to us and smile at you. Yeah, okay.
And this line changes too.
I like your eyes. And I'll say, back off.
Yeah, so he'll be like, want to split a cab? And I'll be like, back off, she's with me. So they changed this line. And we had the other dialogue scene that seemed like something was changed in the car and the truck after Chloe repairs it and all that. We had her say, it's shit. In the original, it's shit, it's playtime. In this one, it had a new camera angle. You know what? Let's just pull it up. Yeah, okay. So now it's reacting to my own video, which is kind of funny, but this is the original shit, it's playtime, and then in the new one we have this. Now I did pull up the original scene here, and I'm noticing some more differences than I might think. Like we'll go through it. This right here, she's like, shit,
it's time for the play.
It's time for the play. It's a simple change. I don't know why they're changing dialogue. I find it interesting. Okay, I was about to drop this video, and then all of a sudden, Life is Strange YouTube channel releases this little behind-the-scenes like documentary trailer thing. So we're gonna react to this. I watched like the first 30 seconds and was like, okay, we're reacting to it. So I don't entirely know what's happening, but let's just give it a go.
I think the first time I played Life is Strange, I was struck by how real the characters were.
Just kind of instantly enchanted by it. It was just so different.
Life is Strange has caught lightning in a bottle because it represents the real life that we all live, and yet it allows us to be someone we're not.
Some new footage here. I mean, what he's describing is just like what a good story is. But yeah, I mean, I agree, but I mean, this new footage is looking all right. We got another vignette effect here. It's not that orangey glow thing going on, though. It's like, it's a brightness in the middle because of the window. I mean, so far it looks all right, these new footage. It does look a little desaturated, though, and that's just the thing in general. Like, they're taking away a lot of the color. And I don't know that I like that, per se.
We approached the Life is Strange remaster. We wanted to focus on...
Look at these comics. I got these comics here. Check out my reviews. I got the reviews of the Life is Strange comics. Doing issue by issue. There's one left, and that's it. And that's coming out this month, I think. So we will be, or next month, I think, February. And I have this book as well. So yeah.
Several core areas where we could really enhance the work that Don had already done and the work that we had done on Before the Storm.
The biggest things that we're focusing on would be character model improvement.
Ooh, okay. Let's see this side by side here.
Focusing on would be character model.
Yeah, character model improvement is definitely a thing. You saw more detail on the skin, more detail on the hair, lighting in the hair. Let's see if there's like a difference in the clothes.
Would be...
Yeah, okay, so we got more fibers in the
Character model
clothes.
improvements. So as we bring up the poly counts, we're increasing detail. We're increasing
Okay, so what do we got here? A place where it looks like they actually took away some red from the original here.
fidelity. We're also
Yeah, more detail in the skin again, which is
looking
cool.
at our facial rigs. We're looking at mocap, and we're looking to improve the performance in a way that helps the characters emote on an entirely new
Yeah, there's
level.
the new actors. So here we go. They did do motion capture, but the motion capture only applied to the face. I do feel a
Emotes.
little bit like they didn't come out and say that before, so I thought it was going to be full body, but it looks like it's just the face. We got the actress here.
On an entirely new level.
These characters have a very unique look and a very distinct style that we had to stay very true to. We didn't even want to think about altering or somehow changing the
That's the ending. I'm surprised they would show that, but I'm glad to hear that they don't want to change anything.
look and feel of these games. We're huge fans of them. We think they're brilliant. We weren't about to step on that legacy.
I think the hardest thing is when, before the storm was over, you sort of had this
Wow, look, that looks great. Look at that.
feeling of leaving behind some of that stuff that you'd become so familiar with. And so, yeah, it's a wonderful thing to be able to go back and work on them again.
Getting a chance to work with Chloe and Max is just fantastic, and those are the pieces of the game that I get the most excited about and really geek out. Is like, oh, now I'm gonna take this character apart and see
What we got going on in the background here? We got some like squids, and there's like fire or something. What is happening? Lighthouse, something lighthouse.
exactly how it was built, and how can we upgrade this and keep it Max and keep it Chloe.
We have gone over all the textures.
I don't think she's ever made that face. Has she? I mean, did she ever make this face?
We have gone over all the textures, and we're going through the hair, and we're giving it some dynamics so it moves more fluidly.
So the focus was completely unfaced. We completely rebuilt all the faces with higher poly counts, with higher bone counts, to allow us to put this new face capture data that we've captured
I still don't like the vignette, but it's cool. The faces do look better. I will give them that.
onto the characters. And again, the goal with all of this is to get more emotional
What is this?
performance.
Oh, this is audio editing. Okay, I was
I think
like, what is
subtlety is
that?
the right word for it. I think, and a lot of times in game animation and game narrative, the dialogue.
Dude, what did they do to the audio? I didn't know we were changing audio stuff. Curious what's going on here. Like, what is he editing? Looks like a line of dialogue.
To get more emotional performance.
I think subtlety is the right word for it. I think, and a lot of times in game animation and game narrative, the dialogue line is the point. What we're able to do with the technology we have now is demonstrate a character's response facially, non-verbally, might be the most important moment in that scene, and it really comes shining through now.
The trick with this
I mean, they did have this technology at the time. They just didn't have the budget for it, right?
process on this project was that we've already captured the bodies, we've already recorded the dialogue, and those performances are set in stone. I mean, those are the games. Those are the games that we know and love. We didn't want
So he's saying, I just noticed the change in dialogue, but he's saying they didn't change anything. And yet we have a video of people in a booth.
and those performances are set in stone. I mean, those are the games. Those are the games that we know and love. We didn't
They're
want
set
to
in stone, but they changed some dialogue. What is happening? And he was editing audio as well. What is going on?
record the dialogue. We didn't want to recast the actors. So we brought in a really specific kick-ass team of actors. They're providing all the inflection and all of the nuance and all of the thought behind the eyes, if you will, on top of this dialogue.
As you can imagine, there's an immense amount of content. And so, in order to manage this much content, we had to develop...
Manage. He said manage. I'm just
As you
teasing.
can
I'm teasing.
imagine, there's an immense amount of content. And so, in order to manage this much content, we had to develop a whole new series of tools that would work well with the content and work with the actors.
VoiceOver is a tool that allows us to automatically...
Now this lighting, I kind of like it, but it's also like too dark in the face as well.
Cut up scenes for whenever the actor shows up. So let's say if Chloe is doing something in the junkyard, it will only record when she's on screen, and VoiceOver does that for us automatically. It's a very, very useful tool, and without it, I don't think this would be possible.
So you're using automatic tools to do the animation? I don't know, man.
Dot me up, I put my hair back, we put the helmet on, do a shake test. The data that we put in is the most consistent as it can be. Prior to all of...
Oh, hey, yeah, this is the actress who played Chloe in Before the Storm. So they brought her back. That's interesting. Now, it's a different actress in Before the Storm. For those who don't know, might as well just throw this in here for fun. It was a different actress because the Screen Actors Guild, which Ashley Birch, the original actress, was a part of, they were striking against video games at the time, trying to get a better contract and, I don't know, more money. I forget exactly what the gripes were, but she wasn't able... She consulted on the project, but they had to cast somebody new, and I was against it at the time, but, you know, she did such a great job that, like, it's almost a toss-up of which performance I like better. So it ended up being a good thing in the long run, so... It's one of those things, you know, you never would have expected it.
This, I have to do a lot of at-home research. Obviously, I have to memorize my lines.
It's a very cool experience to see.
So they had her do the face motions for the original game? Or what? I guess, yeah, because they're not doing motion capture on Before the Storm, I don't think.
Sylvia working and how she directs the actors and to get the best performance possible.
With some actors, I come in with really cohesive notes, and I know from the beginning I want to try and get this and this and this out of them for this particular sequence. A lot of the times, though, I just come in and I know they've done their homework. I've done my homework. We play the clip for them. I see what they do. Sometimes we'll even let them do a take just out of the gate.
It's just about the actress' choice of, do I add or do I use the information to propel what I choose? So a lot.
It was so smart for them to bring her back, somebody who's familiar with Chloe and stuff and played her before. You know, I think that's cool. I guess maybe they tried to get Ashley and they couldn't.
A lot of the direction comes from, how are we going to either make it work or add to it?
And then we take that new face-over performance, and then we bring that into the game over the original content.
It looks so cool, and I remember specifically shooting those scenes and what our actors had done and how expressive they were, and to see that translate over into the new remaster is totally cool. It's awesome.
The characters, the animations, the performances, the personalities of these characters you love or hate are brought to life.
There's only one character in the whole thing that I hate at the end. You guys know who it is.
I think in greater fidelity than we've seen before. And there's the chance you'll see Arcadia Bay, you'll see Chloe, you'll see Max with new eyes.
Okay. Well, that's that. Some interesting footage there. Got to see them doing the motion capture stuff. That was cool. And now it's clarified it was just facial animation. So I feel a little slighted, but that's okay. But it works, you know, and I'm curious to see how it goes. I still am a bit perplexed about the color and the lighting, but we'll see how it goes when it comes out tonight. So, or maybe it's like noon tomorrow or something. Who knows when it's coming out. Either way, I'll be playing it. I might stream a little bit. I'll definitely make some video content about it. So I hope to see you guys there. And thanks for watching, everybody. Peace out.